Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Huub Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we will go on with this course dedicated to pull-offs and hammer-on technique on the guitar. And in this lesson we will talk about like harmonic structures played as arpeggios, and we will talk about the four-note structures, four-note arpeggios. Remember, we in a previous lesson we talked about four-note structures, and we found out like the whole set of 43 different possibilities of 4 different notes, so all different kinds of four-note structures. And for these four-note structures we also had like different patterns how we can arrange these 4 notes on the guitar. And the idea was actually to take like 2 notes on the low E string. So I will take the first one, which is on the page. Oh, by the way, the page. There is a PDF also for this lesson. Down in the description below there's a link where you should download this PDF to follow the lesson, and also to, of course, would be great if you support my channel by doing that. Okay, so the first let's take maybe a standard kind of a 4-part structure. A standard 4-part structure is a G major 7th chord, for example, G major 7, and the notes are G, B, D, F sharp, and we can arrange 4 notes in actually 5 different ways, in so-called different patterns of always like 2-string patterns. We can say it's like. For example, I can start with F sharp here and play 2 notes on the low E string, and then I go to the next string and I play another 2 notes of the arpeggio. So F sharp, G, B, D, and this thing here, this position will just repeat 2 frets higher on the next 2 strings. So and then I go 3 frets higher, and the last 2 strings I have the same fingering. We talked about that already in the lessons on playing these 4-note structures in a melodic way, like the different pathways, how we can play any 4-note structure on the guitar. And so it's not really new, but maybe you didn't check out this lesson. Please do check out this lesson. These lessons, there are like 10 lessons on 4-note structures, which are really like condensed stuff about like all different possibilities of 4 different notes. So all the 7th chords and also these chords which we will talk about today. There are some maybe weird symbols you will not really understand right now, but they are actually explained in these lessons. All right. So, and this pattern here, actually this pattern we call 2+2 pattern. Very simple. 2 notes and another 2 notes, and then the whole pattern repeats. So 2+2 is 4. That's one position of 4 different notes. Then we can also say 4 plus 0. That's possible or that we just take 4 notes on one string, then we skip the next string and we take another 4 notes on the next string. That is good for certain kind of structures which we will not consider right now here. It's I mean, for example, this would be already a 4-note structure here, like a chromatic triad plus a major second. And when we play that in this pattern, yeah, it would be actually for this arpeggio, it would be a cool pattern. But we are not considering that right now. Also, it's a bit far out, this kind of a structure. But we could also skip the first string and go directly to the A string and play that pattern, and then the whole thing, yeah, repeats again. So that's possible. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 0, or 0 plus 4, and then we have 1 plus 3 and 3 plus 1. So this is a total of 5 different possibilities, 5 different fingerings, which all are repeating on the next set of 2 strings. And when we look at these strings, of course, like these pairs of strings are all tuned in perfect fourths. So the shape will be always the same. Okay, and 1 plus 2. 1 plus 3, for example, like we can have a B minor 9th chord, B minor with an added 2nd degree or 9th. So it's like F sharp, B. So we have F sharp, just 1 note on that string, and then 3 notes on the next string. So total of 4. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And we can have 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. For example, for F sharp minor with an added 2nd degree or 9th. So F sharp. And then we go there. This pattern, of course, it repeats. You can actually take any note of any 4-note structure and do any of those 5 different patterns. But of course, some are more natural, more easy, more simple to play. They're more in the hand, you can say. But and others are really like very very strange. I mean, if you would say, okay, I play this 4-note 4 plus 0 pattern for F sharp minor with 9s, and I would always have to, yeah, I would have to jump around. So that's not our idea here. I mean, it's good for practicing, you know. I mean, when you want to practice these 4-note structures in many different, very different ways, you should go to these lessons where we talked about that. But for now, actually, I picked certain combinations, certain 4-note structures which actually work very nice in certain of these patterns. So and I was actually years ago, I really practiced all these 43 different 4-note structures, and I was analyzing them all also for these patterns. So that's also the reason why this choice what you find on the PDF is really like in a way the most like practical and usable stuff, usable 4-note structures with its patterns. And one idea, of course, of these patterns is to play them in a quick way. For example, this G major 7. We can now play with Hammer-Ons. Yeah, so if we go up, we have 2 notes per string. So we can do something like, yeah, that's possible to play quite quick, and that's actually this idea of sheets of sound. I think that's a term like came up when in association of the music of John Coltrane, where he sometimes really do these very quick runs, where you can actually say it's not so much about like every note, but the whole thing in a way gets like one sound. And that's the same here. I'm not really thinking about, okay, minor second and then a major third, and that's a nice melody or whatever. It's more like, that's just this one sound, the G major 7 sound in this case. And that's actually the idea, to have a really like a kind of a quick pattern, which really gives the like a kind of like a common sound. All these notes make up a certain sound which is there then. Especially when you play it fast, then your ear is not really hearing maybe every note. It's just this sound. You create one sound in a way. And you can go up by using hammer-ons, but you can also go down by using pull-offs. So you can do that. Yeah, and variation would be to repeat the top note. I also have to practice that actually. The thing is here, the reason why I also have to practice that to be able to play it very good now is because I'm not using these. And you may wonder, oh, you're not using these, so why you're teaching me that? The thing is, I'm using excerpts of that. And I also, mostly I do not use the high 2 strings. So I just stop earlier. So actually I just like to go to the G string as my highest note. And the thing is, if you play the whole pattern, yeah, maybe you like that sound. It's like a bit like Paganini, or it's more like an etude actually in a way. It's more like, it's so repetitive, you know. You repeat the same pattern up and down, same notes. So I would I would not really consider this really very musical. But what it does, it gives us possibilities. It gives us possibilities where we can say, okay, we have this G major chord and we can play this very quick things, but we can also just use excerpts of that. So like, I mean, it's enough actually, it's already the whole pattern if yeah, I can just do that and I know, okay, that's my 2+2 pattern, and I know which 4-note structures work like that, which I can use, and so that's really and also using excerpts. It's more musical because it's not like really always a repeat of things. Yeah, so I can use this in different musical ways. In a way, this whole pattern here is just a kind of these are like all in the pattern are included all the different kinds of possibilities of excerpts which you can use musically. So it's not you can practice the whole thing, yeah, you can do that, but don't get frustrated if this is always like difficult or Of course, it depends. It depends a lot on your music. You know, if you're like maybe more in this metal field or something where it's also maybe a bit easier, the string from the strings, the action and stuff, to play these hammer-on pull-offs. Maybe you like this kind of a sound, go really from low to high. I think this will really work also with a distortion kind of a sound in the metal context, of course, and then you use it, then you play it, and then you enjoy that, and then it will of course you will really get it down, I'm sure. But actually, I never do that. It's really like sometimes when I was practicing this quite a lot years ago, as I just said. Sometimes it happened in my playing when I was improvising. It happened that I was just playing the whole thing up and down, and it really always felt like, okay, now my fingers are just moving. It was not really musical. Maybe impressive, but only from a technical standpoint. All right, let's go through some of these 4-note structures which work in the 2/2 pattern. One I very often I play this is like an E minor, and by the way, they are all starting with F sharp, so that's the systematic thing here. You have all these different names of 4-note structures, but you always start with the F sharp on the low E string, so that you know where to start, and this also gives you the right fingerings always. So. The one what's where the whole example, the whole exercise is written out is like E minor triad with an added F sharp. So it's like yeah, and as I said, I would never play that, but I really enjoy it. That. Yeah, this one I really like actually. Okay, when you just move this E here to D sharp, yeah, then you have a G major sharp 5, which is also working very good. When you move one lower, then you have with this fourth finger from D sharp to D, you have G major 7, what we just had. Then you have a kind of a like a quartal harmony thing here, like a 4-part fourth structure. And I don't want to explain like everything because you find this in the course on 4-note structures. So and that's actually this kind of you can also say it's like a G major 7 flat 5. I'm actually also using this sometimes. For me, it's like a F sharp sus flat 9. Yeah, that's an excerpt, just a down version. I don't use the high 2 strings. Then, for example, I have a G sharp minor 7. I have an E major 7, E major triad with an added second degree. And they work also nice together, actually. possible. Also possible this C#7 sus4, or which equals like a four-part fourth, like a chord from G#. Yeah, you will see it there. As I said, please, this is a very important lesson also on four-note structures, to be really, to have the complete set, and have these names, these maybe more scientific names, that you know where they're coming from and in which other contexts they're also happening. But that's a complete different thing here. We are talking about actually like hammer-on pull-off technique with four-note structures. So we go to the next. The next is 1+3, and 1+3 works really nice here for B major triad with a flat 9 or flat 2 as a dominant in E minor, for example. So we have like, and this. By the way, this is only going up, because down it doesn't really give this 1+3 pattern doesn't really give us like a technical advantage to for playing it with hammer-ons, pull-offs in a descending way. So we use it only in an upward motion, and the right-hand pattern is ra-da, ra-da. Yeah, it's all written on the PDF actually. And I see this the same with the other pattern. I see this. I look at this as just being an extension. Yeah, it's just going on with the pattern. Of course, maybe also a reason besides that I like the sound of the more lower strings, sometimes more, is that when you really play the whole pattern, you have to, from here, you have to actually have a huge shift of position. So it's like 3 frets up, and here it's just 2 frets up. So to go from there to there is actually not such a big deal. But going here then is, yeah, it's more awkward, you can say. Okay, so we have this, and this is something I really enjoy playing, actually, this kind of a form. Yeah, this dominant flat 9 sound or sheet of sound, just and then go to E minor. And also in combination with other hammer-on pull-off fragments, lines, this really works very nice. This idea of really like quick movement, quick notes, fast passages, but actually having, I mean, here for example, I just have actually this note and kind of like B major with a flat 9 sound to like a E minor 9th sound, and it's actually just these notes. That's a very slow motion, but I have yeah, so that's actually the idea, to have some very maybe more introvert, calm, slow movement, but on the other hand have this powerful sheet of sound, and this actually sound of the harmonic structure also there. So this is something I like very much. This combination of fast play, fast ornaments, but actually thinking more like there's a much slower overall layer of music, which is actually something what anybody can understand and follow. Okay, and with this 1 plus 3 pattern, we have also like here like 5 different forms. It's like B major with a flat ninth. Then we have B minor with a flat ninth. So kind of a Phrygian. And we have B minor with a major ninth. It's always strange to go higher. Then we have B major with a major ninth. Very bright sound. And we also have this C sharp with stacking 3 perfect fourths from C sharp, which equals F sharp 7 sus 4, and that's okay, anyway, I feel already inspired to to improvise. Yeah, but okay, and there's this, the last one here is a 3 plus 1 pattern. 3 plus 1 pattern, so 3 notes per, on the lower string, on the E string, 3 notes, for example, F sharp minor with an added second, major second or ninth. And then just 1 note on the next string. And these patterns, they're best working actually only on like on these 3 strings. So we don't go up with them. So we have can also combine that. So it's like an F sharp minor, and then the other 2 plus 2 form. 1 plus 3 form. Oh yeah, that was actually a pattern I practiced for a while. But anyway, I skipped that because I think it's more like an etude kind of a pattern. I think it's better to stick with a single. I mean, these are 3 different phrases, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's some patterns are really nice to just play, but actually you can't really use that in the music anyway like that. It would be just sounding like a study, an etude, and you really don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to do that. So I'm more sticking to the to maybe smaller versions, and which I also later can combine with other things. So that's the idea. That's why I actually I do not I don't want to talk about that anymore. So. All right, so this is a 3 plus 1 pattern, and we have also a major triad, F sharp major with an added minor second. jazz pattern. Then we have a F major with an F sharp major with a major 9. Yeah, and only upward. Otherwise, it's not really. It's really awkward. So of course, there are much more possibilities with different 4-note structures and different patterns and so on. But really, I think these are really the ones which are really musical and which are really nice, playable, natural in a way. They're not so awkward. Okay, and there's one more. It's just like F sharp minor with an added minor second. So again, this Phrygian sound. On this PDF, you also find these different 3-note structures, so like normal traditional triads, and this dominant 7th with without the 5th, and this G7 sus, like a sus4 structure, or like a 3-part chordal harmony, 3-part fourth chord. They're all in this case, it's 3-note structure. It's like the 1+2 pattern, and I don't want to go into that now because time is also almost up. And yeah, it's all on the PDF. Please download the PDF and support this whole work here, this channel. Thank you. All right. I will just maybe play a little bit that you get an idea of these sheets of sound, and because I also feel inspired now to do that. Okay, quite rough, quite little ants in that. Not too much satisfying, maybe for me, but you get a general idea. That's for this is a rough sketch, and you get just a general idea what is possible to do. Of course, it's all rubato. That's also another story here. This rubato playing idea. But yeah, this is the kind of the sound I'm going for. But of course, these techniques and these different four-note structures, I mean, they are more universal, of course. You can use them in many different contexts with many different sounds and a lot of musical styles, actually. Yeah. So you get a basic idea, you get all these patterns, the concept. So this was a lesson on hammer-on, pull-off, still about that technique, and we will go on with that in the next lesson also. Yeah, so that's it, and please download the PDF, and you can also donate. You can just follow the link down the description below to my website, hupildenbrand.com. There, the Guitar Academia site. There you can click on the button donate. This would be really cool. But also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notifications, because every week there will be a new video released. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. My name is Huub Hildenbrand.